Hi everyone, welcome to another video. Today I wanted to touch upon a subject that I've been thinking about quite a bit in the past few years, and that is greed and jealousy, because I think that they're both very much related, and talking about how to transform them. So, astrologically speaking, for those who are interested in the astrology of it, these vices, I think, are connected very much with the second house, the house of our resources. So, what is greed and what is jealousy? Greed is taking more than we need, and jealousy is wanting something that someone else has. And this can be like physical things like money or cars or a nice house. It can be relationships and the friends that they have. It can be a certain character trait that they have, like leadership or creative skills that someone else has that we can be jealous of because we think that we don't have them ourselves. So this is something that I have actually experienced a lot. I have been a very greedy and jealous person, and I think it's getting better. I hope it's getting better. I'm noticing that it is getting better, um, but it's an important thing to talk about. So greed and jealousy, since they have to deal with the resources or with things that we have. I think it stems from not understanding that life is always giving us exactly what we need for our own personal development or on our own personal journey. And if there's something that we feel that we're lacking, that someone else has and that we don't have, and that we should have, well, maybe we haven't worked hard enough. Maybe we have some past karma, either in this life or in other lives, that we might not be aware of, that is holding us back from having these things. Um, we have to understand that there is sort of a greater collective plan, a greater idea of everything that is happening in the world and people's lives. And it's not just us in our own little minds or stupid minds who get to decide what we get and what we don't get, and what other people get and what they don't get. We're not very, I mean, we are powerful, but we're working amongst a greater collective of very powerful beings and other people. So who are we to say in our own sort of egotistical, one-minded view of things, to say that, well, I deserve more money or I deserve more clients because I've been doing this, this, and this person over there has barely done any work, but because they're so charming, they're getting way more clients. That's bogus. That means that we're not understanding things and we're not being grateful for what we are being given. So that is another very important point, a very great way of transforming um, greed. Greed especially is being grateful for what we already have. So whenever we feel the feeling of greed come up, like, oh, I just want more clothes, just more. I would love to have more jewelry or more rings or all this stuff. And we start to feel this urge to just have more and we can't stop. Um, Gratitude, gratefulness is a very beautiful way to turn that around. So when we start to feel that feeling come up, we can think, wait a minute, I'm going to stop this thought, stop this train of thought, and think, what am I grateful for? What do I already have that I am so grateful for? Because if I have the belief that I have everything I need to continue my journey right now, and that everything I need will come as I'm meant to get it and as I'm worthy of receiving it, um, then it will come. And then that feeling of greed can slowly start to dissipate. And it might come back. It's a habit, especially if we've been having this feeling for many years in our lives. It will come back, and that's okay. We don't need to beat ourselves up for it. But all we can do is just continuously, with our free will, our strength of will, work to change and transform it. And then we'll start feeling that gratitude and gratefulness slowly begins to replace the greed, and the greed can just sort of dissipate and wash away. And then we'll notice that we have a ton of stuff, a ton of beautiful things, be so grateful for our lives, be so happy. Um, it can really be beautifully transforming. So then the other vice, or that I want to talk about, is jealousy, which is sort of related. Where jealousy is when we want something that someone else has that we think we don't have. So I guess the idea of gratitude happens here, and or comes in here in the respect of the idea that we have everything we need for our journeys right now. But also, I like to transform jealousy into inspiration. Sometimes I was just talking to a friend yesterday who I was looking at her Instagram account, and I'm still working on starting my Instagram account, and she has over 6,000 followers. And I saw that number, and I said, I had a little pinch of jealousy, just a little one coming up. And then I quickly turned it around. And one great way that I like to work with these kind of emotions and things is to express them in a certain way. So, and instead of expressing like, oh, wow, you have 6,000, what have you been doing for that? No, I quickly transformed it into awe and inspiration, because it was amazing that that's what she had. So I said, wow, you have 6,000 followers? That's something I'm really working towards. Thank you for inspiring me and showing me that that's possible, and that you're getting business from your followers. And what a great moment of inspiration to know that it's possible, that I have a friend who's doing this, and to inspire me to sort of do it in my own way, whatever way that comes to be. And wow, what a relief to feel that. And in that sense, also, I'm not stealing anything from her. So in some yogic practices, they say that jealousy is a form of stealing on a sort of psychic and mental level, that we are wanting something that somebody else has and that we don't have. So psychically and mentally, we're actually stealing from them, and it can really hurt that person. So, especially if we're dealing with people who are friends or siblings or people who we really care about in our family, um, let's transform that jealousy into inspiration and gratitude for what we already have. Another thing I've noticed is often when there's something in another person that I find beautiful, or that I'm in awe about. Oh, I can't come up with something specific right now. Um, Ooh, I know a good one. Singing and a beautiful voice. When I first started teaching yoga, I went to a few yoga classes where the teachers could sing their prayers so beautifully that I was just, my heart was sort of lightened up and alive, and my whole being was shining just from the beauty of their song. And I thought, wow, it's really too bad that I'm not a musical person and will never be able to sing in my life. But then I thought, no, that's quite a limiting belief. Why am I having that belief? Why am I limiting myself to thinking this? Maybe I could sing. What if I could sing? What would that look like? And trust me, I have been told I've been a bad singer. Even some old childhood friends right now will be listening to this and saying, Em, come on, trust me, you can't sing. Or even family members. But they hold on to sort of an older image of us. So I didn't let that bother me. I said, all right, let's just try it out. Let's see what happens. And so I started singing in my classes. I just started practicing it. I would connect with my heart and just let it out with the beauty of the prayers and the songs that I was chanting. And now it's something that many people really love in my classes, that they feel like their mind is able to just let go and go far off into beautiful place, that their bodies can relax, that their minds can relax. The girl sitting at the front desk also gains the benefit of this heartfelt singing. And wow, that makes me so happy that instead of being jealous of these beautiful voices I was hearing other people sing, I thought what an inspiration, and maybe that's an opening to think that maybe I can do that. So oftentimes I think that things that we're jealous about other people about are things that we actually already have, or it's a dormant potential that we can develop. And so just watch for that. Yeah, don't steal from other people. Let it be theirs. Just look at it in awe and beauty and let it be theirs and be inspired by it and enlightened by it. Let it be theirs and then develop your own thing. That's what I've been working on, and I have to say it has really just changed my life a lot. Astrologically speaking, I have Mars and Sun in the second house. So that is very much related to our resources and to food, to sort of the money that we have in the bank. And in all the sort of traditional ways of looking at it, they say that those placements are just going to burn up the second house, that that person will burn through money. We'll be able to make money and love food, but we'll burn through it. And sure enough, that's what I pretty much tend to do, especially with food. Is I just like to eat, and I mean I'm quite athletic, so I'm lucky that I also burn it all off. That's sort of the nature of that planetary position. But so again, coming back to that idea of greed and transforming it into gratitude. Now I practice intentional eating and saying a prayer before a meal. Just a simple prayer to acknowledge the earth for providing the food, the people, all the people who work to grow the food, to bring it to the store, to bring it home, people who cooked it for the company. And then I bless the food and I ask that my body be open to receiving the nourishment, so that I can act out my purpose in this life in the best way that I can and with the most highest amount of love and compassion that is possible. So I hope that doesn't sound too much like butterflies and rainbows, as Vitaly sometimes says. I like to talk in butterflies and rainbow language, but it works. Hey, what can I say? That comes down to the practicality of it. It works. So there you go. Watch your second houses. Be grateful for the resources that you do have. If you feel like you need more, then work for it and trust that you get exactly what you deserve. That there is sort of a higher divine plan for everything. And it's like the song goes, you might not get what you want, but you get what you need. All right. Have a great day, guys. Bye.